Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to talk about the Sask Crop report. It came out yesterday, and of course, there's um, a lot of planting that's happened. It's near complete, and crop insurance cutoff dates are around. I just had a stop-in visitor from just south of me, closer to Newpaw, yesterday, and he's receding as well because those heavy rains crusted, and yeah, it's all kinds of issues around. Lots of water sitting still. And then the Strait of Hormuz traffic is moving. Still not at the pace that it was originally, but I can show you that here. So you can see the Sask Crop report where the areas are that's not planted and are still waiting to get seeded. The wet area that's to the east here is definitely the bigger of the areas. There's pockets throughout, North Battleford or whatever. They've got excess moisture up there as well. But let's just look at what it's telling us here. Wheat is basically 99% planted. Durum is 98, oats 93, barley 96, triticale 79. The one I'm paying attention to is the the canola and the wheat. Really, peas are at 99. Really, nothing's really left outstanding. And uh, how much of this is in poor to very poor or fair, but you can see that you're sitting at 14% excellent and 62 good on the canola. On the spring wheat, it's 18 and 64 as well. Durham is 11 and 78. It's a lot of the other regions farther south did not get the same holdback or the moisture. So cumulative rainfall and then cropland soil moisture doesn't quite add up to the exact from left to right here, but you can see that there is cumulative moisture. There was pockets that didn't get the rain, and you'll see in the weather maps that I show you in a bit here that there's going to be some more rain coming, and I don't know if it's all that welcome with wet soils, but cropland topsoil moisture, it's wet in a lot of pockets here. So here's your just your marine traffic. There is traffic going through the Strait of Hormuz there now. I'm not showing the activity, but you can see that when they actually, not just dots, the arrows are moving, and there seems to be a lot more moving for sure. Here's a tracker that I just found online. Of course, what I want to point out is you got 26 in the last 24 hours, normal 68, and the other part that I'll show or kind of highlight here as well. Normal throughput is 2.8 million versus 10.31 million. So it is starting to edge up, right? So, and that's the critical part. And yet the next story, uncertainty hangs over the timing of the U.S. Peace talks as Switzerland meeting was scrapped. So you got this on and off again. This war, it still seems like it's going to be a forever war, but I do think that the U.S. is actually going to remove themselves in a bigger way away from that area and maybe let other things get sorted out after. But Israel is not happy with this either. Israel, the deal is strategic setback, undermining core goals. Lebanon pulled into U.S.-Iran framework, limiting its own track. And it's my belief that Trump kind of got pulled into this war because of Israel and the potential that Iran was going to kind of set that area under extreme attack, and it was a defend yourself scenario. But yeah, it's not a situation I should maybe be talking about on here either. Canada FX rate versus selected majors. So you got quarterly change. The U or the Canadian dollar is not doing well at all, as you already know, but we're losing ground against just about all these other currencies and gained only against one. Yeah, terrible. So you just look at this weather here, you can see that there's some 8+ inches in some areas here that it's going to cause flooding concerns for the next day or two here. There's still dry soils in regions that hasn't gotten the moisture here yet. So yeah, it's a concern. What I'm showing here is just how these weather maps have changed here, but there's a lot of moisture that's going to be accumulating in Alberta, Saskatchewan. And this weather model, it just shows the European model versus the GFS. Regardless of which one I prefer, European has been fairly accurate so far, but that doesn't mean it's not. But when you get fully out there, European is actually dumping in a lot more moisture than the GFS, and I know rain makes grain, but man, oh man, there's going to be a lot of moisture out there. Quick look at the market here. Canola is at up 280 at 737. Soybean oil is not trading, so you can say you can see the ones that are not trading. Uh, uh, Majority, but the Canadian dollar, I think it's still got some trades on it, and crude oil is actually up. So we'll just maybe get into that a little wee bit here. Canola is actually trading up. It's on its own today. Your European rapeseed is slightly up as well. So those two complexes are trading together. Soybean oil, um, not trading. And your soybean futures, of course, this is basically showing you what it's done in the last short while here. You've got some strength to the crude palm oil, and your crude oil is still trading, of course, as well. And it's trading up at the moment, but still at the lower end of this trading range here. So that on again, off again. I'm not going to travel to Switzerland, and all that other stuff hasn't affected the crude oil market as of yet. Canadian dollar. So we're right at this point where I had called out that we're going to possibly get there. Now, if we break through there, the next kind of downside area is way down. I guess you could maybe say some minor areas here too, but below 70 cents. Or the next kind of stop and go area. So we'll see if that actually comes about. What this does is just makes everything expensive. Your fertilizer, your machinery parts, fuel, like everything is priced in US dollars. Euro, not anywhere. It's the same time horizon, and it's just about to try to break lower. And copper's still going. Your Nasdaq and S&P are still strong as well. Here's your urea. So you got this strong drop in your urea prices, but as we have the Canadian dollar going down as well, it's actually stalling some of that value that we can see cheaper value in our country. Quick look at the wheat here. It has popped off its bottom. You can see that in all the three complexes and the